and welcome to the Highmark Event Center, home of the Gannon Golden Knights. Today, your Cal-U Vulcans are on the road versus Gannon in their last regular season event of the season. I'm Addy Man, joined alongside Peyton Challenger, and we got a great ball game for you folks. Earlier this afternoon, the women's basketball team knocked off the Gannon's Lady Golden Knights to take the top spot at the PSAC West. Now it is the men's turn. Peyton, what are you expecting to see this afternoon?
Well, Addy, this is still going to be a pretty tight contest here. Gannon might not have the best record compared to Cal-U, but tail of the tape's actually pretty close here. Gannon shooting .452%, Cal 471%. 3-point percentage, Gannon's 317, Cal's at 325. Free throw percentage for Gannon 711 to 720. So Cal-U has the slight advantage statistically, but they got to prove it on the court. We all know stats do not matter, especially when it comes to the game. It matters how you play during the game. Up on the scores there, we see Gannon's last game. They were able to come away with the victory, 79-65. Cal-U also able to come away with the win last week as they played, let's see, Mercyhurst. They won 79-76. A very crucial conference win there for the Vulcans. And I'm just looking forward to a really great game here, Addy.
I think we're going to have another great matchup here this afternoon. Currently, we're going to keep talking about playoff stands just because this is the last regular season game. Right now, the Cal Vulcans are ranked number 4 in the PSAC West. 1,001 different scenarios could happen in the men's. You know, the last game, women's were fighting for that top spot. In the men's game, the Vulcans can finish anywhere from 2-4. So anything can happen. Right now, Gannon's hanging on. They're at that 6th spot in the PSAC West. And now we're going to take a moment here as we're going to break for a moment of prayer at Gannon University. We are now going to pause for the national anthem. And we are back at the Highmark Event Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. We have a great matchup last game of the season here as the starting lineups get introduced.
Starting off for the Cal U Vulcans, Phil Alston will be starting along with Collins, Pegram, Keith Palak III, and Preston Boswell. Your starters for the Gannon Golden Knights: Demetrius Mims, Alfonso Pickens Jr., number 10, Kevin Dodds, number 24, Robertias Gentias, and number 40, Lance Amir Paul. Both of these teams having superstars. Starting off with Cal, we all know Phil Alston, definitely the story for the Vulcans. The Vulcans possess 2 of the top 8 scorers in the PSAC, Phil Alston and Pegram. Alston leads the PSAC in both scoring and rebounding, while being second in blocks with 53. Alston, 21.1 points per game and rebounding 10.6 rebounds per game. Pegram, 18 points per game, which is 8th, and he's also, fun fact, 56 made three-pointers. Definitely a threat from that arc spot.
Yes, and now we have the Gannon Golden Knights introduced here. Another big game. I'm going to keep mentioning playoff rankings here. Gannon currently 6th in the PSAC ranking, holding on to that last spot. Last regular season game here.
And now just a couple game notes here for Gannon, too. A player to watch out for, there's a couple. Demetrius Mims, the 6'6", 195-pound freshman. He has scored a double-double in 6 straight games. The 6'6" transfer from Townsend, averaging 16.7 points per game and 6.7 rebounds per game. And Mims is also averaging 12.3 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game. The first numbers were for the season, but definitely a threat there. Also, Lance Amir Paul, a player to watch out for Gannon as well. Last game against Clarion, he poured a season-high 34 points at Clarion. Definitely going to be a threat for the Golden Knights.
Now we're going to get set here for the opening tip-off. Phil Alston on the line for your Cal U Vulcans and Demetrius Mims for the Gannon Golden Knights.
Both these teams look ready, Addy, and now the tip-off.
And Austin gets it on the tip. Pegram sends it in bounds. A little miscommunication to Keith Palak, but gives it back to Brent Pegram there. Senior last regular season game for Brent Pegram. One of the 2 seniors honored at home the other night. Pegram has the line, drops it back to Palak, throws it inside to Phil Alston, puts it up for 2. Phil Alston to open the game.
That was a great pass by the Vulcans there, setting up Alston where he's dangerous at.
Now Pickens Jr. for Gannon, throws it up to the outside there. Gannon trying to make some space, throws it to Mims up top. Keith Palak on the defensive end, elbows Palak, tries to make something off the backboard, can't get it, and Alston comes down with it. Alston has it driving, double team coverage, throws it up for 2 and drains it. 2 more points for Philip Alston.
Alston starting off this game hot, a great steal in his own end and ended up with the 2 points on the other.
Cal U coming out hot. Cal U, 1,001 different playoff scenarios here. Now on the Gannon end, Amari Paul has it up top, throws it up to the outside for 3. That is Pickens Jr., and he gets that 3 points.
A great 3-pointer by Pickens Jr. there, guarded by Pegram, who's able to get the shot off cleanly.
Now Pollock has it, drops it to Preston, puts it in, driving for 2, can't convert, and Gannon comes up with the rebound, pounding the other way. That is Jonatas from Lithuania, dropping it in for 2, converting on the Boswell error.
Preston Boswell usually makes those layups there. That time it bit him in the butt, and Gannon was able to come away with it.
Boswell, the other senior who was recognized, drops it back to Pegram. Coincidentally, the other senior throws it to Zion Collins, who puts it back to Pegram. Almost went up for the three, driving into the paint. Heavy defensive ends there by Pickens Jr. Throws it back to Zion Collins, goes for two, can't get it. Pollock tries to come down with the rebound, can't get it either. Gannon now has it. Jonatas from Lithuania. Oh, and a big block from Alston goes into the head of Preston Boswell, out of bounds. And now that will be a foul on Philip Alston after that.
Alston just proving why he's second in blocks in the entire D2 PSAC, just disrespecting the opposition even though it drew a foul.
Robotis Jonatas from Lithuania gets that first one after the Alston foul. Jonatas for his second attempt here. And it is up and good. 17:51 in the first. Gannon's leading 7-4 right now. Not 100% certain what was going on there. I think Pegram might have stepped out.
Looks like it was a foul called here. It's going to be Vulcan basketball. Preston Boswell is going to inbound it.
Boswell back to Pegram, just throws it to the backcourt there. Pegram's going to set something up here, throws it to the outside, back to Boswell, to Zion Collins, driving into the paint. Heavy pressure defense from Gannon. Collins in a bit of a scramble there, throws it to Palick, pass intercepted by Gannon. Now Mims is driving back the other way, and Zion Collins gets a hands on it. Keith Palick somehow comes up with it, pass intercepted there by Gannon. Now it's coming back the other way with a little change of pace here in this game.
That was a crazy turn, a crazy sequence right there, back and forth action there. Now Gannon has it.
Pickens Jr. throws it to Paul up top. Coach Sand comes looking for a foul there, won't get it. Paul has it, lays it up for two, can't get that to convert. Keith Pollock comes down with it. Now Pegram's gonna bring it bounding the other way. Waiting for that defense, for that offense to pose it. Drops it off to Phil Alston, has all the space in the room, and puts it up for two more for the Cal Vulcans.
Phil Alston, just a deadly release. Anywhere he's at, it's almost guaranteed to go in for Alston.
16:42. Gannon's leading by one, 7-6. Have it right now. Paul has it in his hands. Alston on the defensive end, drops it back to Mims, who puts it up. Can't get that one down. Fight for it. Philip Alston goes out of bounds. Be Gannon's ball there.
A little bit of a little dogfight between, was that Kevin Dobbs and Phil Alston. Alston was able to come down with it and gain possession for the Vulcans. Pegram set the inbound.
I think Paul might have gotten a hand on it before that went out of bounds, so it will be a Vulcans basketball here as Brent Pegram brings it up to the line. Pegram drops it to the outside. Preston Boswell now there, and on the defensive end, that's Jordan Martin for Gannon. Now in the hands of Pegram, drops it back to Zion Collins, throws it to Alston onside, tries to go up for another two, and nails that one from the opposite side.
8 points now for Phil Alston, and we just hit the 16-minute mark.
Mims conducting that offense right now, trying to get some momentum. Still now lost the lead by one. That's Martin, drops it back to Mims, throws it to Paul up top, changing the play up a little bit. Making his move, Dobbs on the screen, throws it up for three. Can't get that too strong there. Mims comes down with the rebound, fakes it through the pass, and converts with two.
Great determination there by Gannon and Mims just to finish off that play and come away with the points.
Zion Collins brought it up, dropped it back to Phil Alston for three. Too strong there off the rim, gets stuck up top, and it's going to be a stoppage of play here.
Tell you what, you don't see that too many times there. Alston with a great shot there. It's the top of the backboard. We're going to take a look at some replays here. Alston starting off the game strong. He gets into the paint there. And then Alston also showing a little bit of that range he has there. And a little cameo from a Gannon cheerleader. Now Gannon in the offensive zone, just wide open. Who's that for the three? That's Pickens Jr. Now Alston again with the the mid-range shot there easily going in. And then we look at it here again. Mims, with that determination from the foul line, floats that one in. Little help from the backboard and the rim, but it's not about what they look like going in. It just matters that they do go in. Now looking over here at the PSAC West standings, Addie, you were kind of talking about this a little bit, but standings are IUP clinching already the #1 spot in the tournament. Mercyhurst there at second, Pitt Johnstown at third. The Vulcans of Cal U sitting at fourth right now. Slippery Rock at fifth. The Gannon Golden Knights sitting at fifth. Edinburgh, Clarion, and Seton Hill all rounding out the rest of the PSAC.
It's also important to note Gannon has currently clinched the 6th spot in the playoffs. They are in the playoffs no matter the result of this game. For Cal U, they are playing for seeding. Like I said before, a number of scenarios could happen depending on the outcome of this game and games across the league. Now as we return to action here, 15-19 left on the clock. Gannon leading 9-8, and they have the ball right now. They're going to bring it cross court here. Golden Knights drop it to the outside, up top there. Throw it with Keith Halleck on the defensive end. For three, that's Gannon. No good there, off the rim. Boswell recovers it for Golden Knights. Brent Pegram slipped on something there, looking for somebody to sweep up the court. Won't get it, and now Pegram is up top, throws it to Zion Collins on the outside, driving into the paint. Triple team coverage there from Gannon. Drops it back to Keith Halleck, wide open for three.
A beautiful release by Keith Halleck right there. Great passing.
Now Mims has it for Gannon, drops it up top. And they throw it to the outside. That's Jonatas. Throws it back. That's number 15. LeGrand has it right there. Back to LeGrand on the outside. Throws it cross-court pass there. Phil Austin on defensive end. Wide open for three. Decides not to take it. Halleck on the defensive end. Puts it up. No good there. That was LeGrand once again attempting that layup. Pegram has it. Has some room. Going in fast with some speed. Can't get that to convert. Gannon recovers. Driving fast on their own set. Halleck's the only one there to defend. Drops it to the outside. Number 21 on that one for Gannon. Drops it in there. Now we got a tied ball game, 11-11, 13:55 left on the clock. Pegram's going to bring it up for the Vulcans. Drops it to Halleck up top, to Boswell, and to Collins. Bounce pass to Alston, using his height there, and gets two more.
Beautiful bounce pass there by Collins to avoid the defender. He was in tight on Alston. Alston, like you said, Ad, he was using that big frame of his, that 6'6" frame, able to come away with the points.
And that was LeGrand passing it to the outside. Now it's Paul now has it. Back to Paul. Up top, debating, weighing his options here. Now we got Olsen going deep into the paint, driving up. That is Jonatas scoring. Layup there, tying it once again, 13-13. Pagram's going to bring it up. We're just watching a repeat here. Now Pegram, 4-3, has all room, no good there. Lips out on the outside. Gannon comes down with recovery. Olsen has it, trying to find room. Philip Alston gets a hand on it, throws it to Mims outside. Alston with a block attempt, unsuccessful, and Mims puts it up for two.
Also just jumping a little too early on that, just couldn't read the defense, and the Golden Knights come away with the points, 15-13 now.
And Zion Collins brings it up, drops it to Halleck. Now Boswell with the shot, and gets three more. Preston Boswell there.
Boswell dangerous from any area. Comes to layouts, mid-range shots, and as you saw right there, from three too.
LeGrand passes it to Paul up top. Paul is still weighing his options. Passes it to Olsen now. Brent Pegram with that heavy pressure defense gets a hand on it, tips it out to Zion Collins, who's making a charge of his own. Mims gets there. Basket should be good with an and one with a foul from Demetrius Mims.
Mims was coming in hot there. He was trying to make up for that turnover there. As we see right here, Collins rushing down the court, goes for the layup. Mims coming out of nowhere, playing the body instead of the ball, and that's what's going to send Collins to the line for the first time tonight.
Collins now at the line. We've seen in previous games that the Vulcans have struggled with some foul shots here. Can't get that one on the end one, and Gannon recovers it. Now we got Paul leading the charge here for the Golden Knights. trailing 18-15, 12:02 left on the clock. Paul making a move to the outside of the zone. Finds LeGrand, has some slip-ups there with the dribble. Back to Paul, 4-3, and it's good.
Beautiful release on that three there by Amir Paul. Just getting the arc right there, and it was perfect.
Now Pegram has it, getting double teamed up top, pushes away, and that's going to be a foul call there.
Pegram looked back at the referee in confusion there. And a couple words being exchanged down there, and it looks like immediate timeout will be called. Just some great basketball so far here. We're going to take a look again at some replays. Keith Palick making it wet there for three, adding to the lead. Now in the defensive zone for Gannon. I really like this play by Janatis. He puts it up. He doesn't give up there. He bats the ball into the basket. And a great pass there by Collins, completely getting around the defender, and Alston's able to get there. And here's another Janatis highlight. Beautiful bounce pass up and over the rim for the layup. And then here it is again. Alston just jumping a little too early. Mims sees that. He gets to the outside, and he's able to get it for the layup. And then Preston Boswell, we talked about, he's dangerous from any area, and right there beyond the arc, he shows it. And then here's that lethal turnover right there. Collins on the fast break there, and then Mims tried to go up. He played the body instead. Collins was able to get the free throw, wasn't able to convert though. And then Paul with just a beautiful floater from outside the arc. And we're tied at 18 apiece with 11:39 to play here.
Lance Amari Paul has been a big staple for the Gannon offense. He had a season-high 34 points at Clarion a couple games ago. As both teams now are going to return to court here. It will be Gannon's ball following the Pegram foul. And it looks like Braden Olson is going to take it up here for the Golden Knights. Tied ball game, 18-18, 11:38 to play as Olson brings it up. Olson now, screen move, drops it back to LeGrand. Throws it to Paul.
Eventually found Palick wide open for three, and the Vulcans have the 1 point lead.
Paul now has it, drops it to Forte, to Olson. Now bounce pass, intercepted. Collins got a hand on it. Olson has it, throws it to Collins. Block attempt, and a ball almost got stuck there, and it's going to be, looks like a foul call on Gannon.
Addy, I don't know if you saw that, but that was Dylan Borden that got a hand on that one. I'm not sure if you saw that, but it was just a great play by Borden just to get in there, get a hand on that, go the other way. Unfortunately, Collins just could not convert on that layup.
Gannon's now going to bring it up. LeGrand has it, throws it to Mims. Singling, playing at the offense right now. Mims just holding on to it for a little bit. Throws it back to Forte. Throws it to the side, pass back to Mims. Pollock on the defensive end. Now Alston joins in. Can't get that shot to go. Mims comes down with his own rebound. No good there. Borden has it, drops it to Collins. Back to Borden, 4-3. No good, off the back rim. Gannon comes down with the rebound to Olson up the top. Zion Collins on the defensive end, leaving him open for three. Short there. Olson comes down with the rebound. Doesn't know what to do with it. Passes it over the top. And that's Mims for two for Gannon.
Crazy sequence there. A couple scoring opportunities for Gannon. They couldn't convert, and finally Mims drops it in. 1 point game.
Now Borden drops it to Collins. Collins trying to find an open pass, decides to take a charge. Now to Alston. Borden once again trying to drive some fancy footwork, passes it to Boswell. Keith Palick wide open up top. No good there, too strong. Now Gannon's going to come down with it. Olson has it, driving, Borden on defensive end, and Olson gets a hand and swats that ball out of bounds.
Phil Alston proving he's the big man on the court. He said, get that out of my paint. Phil Alston, let's look at that block one more time. The victim being Braden Alston. Too bad for him because he just got Phil Alston.
Olson passes it inbounds. That's Paul who has it up top right now for Gannon. Paul trying to find some space. Alston on the defensive end, throws it back to Olsen. Now that's Forte in deep. Zion Collins on the defensive end, and Forte just throws it over the heads of Collins for 2.
Gannon taking advantage of that offensive zone time, and they got the lead by 1 again.
Now Bryson Lucas has checked in to the game for Cal U, passes it up to Phil Alston, making a spin move, gets tripped up. Forte for Gannon, gets a hand on it. Now Borden gets a hand on it, causes a foul there, goes out of bounds. And that will be a foul on Dylan Borden there, trying to save that from being a breakaway.
Not too many fouls called in this game so far. Hopefully that'll stay true for the Vulcans at least. Gannon's looking to stay out of foul trouble as well.
Paul has it now for Gannon, passes it into the inside to Forte, using his size there, and gets an easy 2 over the head of Phil Alston.
Donovan Forte, the 6'6", 250-pound freshman, using that big frame of his.
Now a good steal there from Gannon. Mims has it. Borden gets a hand on it, prevents the basket. Boswell comes down with it, wide open, Phil Alston, and he throws it in for 2.
What a dunk there by Phil Alston as he puts, he puts Lansamir Paul on a poster. Phil Alston just does it all.
That had Gannon 2 points written all over. Borden comes down with it, saves the play, throws it to Boswell. Boswell does a great job locating Phil Alston up top and gets those 2 extra points. And now it is going to be Gannon's ball, 26-25. Gannon's leading, 7:51 left. Gannon has it right now. Olsen up in the corner. Blocked there by Pegram. Saves it from out of bounds. Pegram's going to go in the other direction, leading it up the charge here. Throws it to Collins. Collins for 3. Too strong off the rim. Bryson Lucas comes down with it. And a foul called there.
And none of that would have happened without that excellent block there by Brent Pegram. Just the athleticism and awareness of Pegram is incredible. Before we get to that, though, we see just a sinker thrown in by Palick. And then take a look at this big man block by Phil Alston. He thought he had a chance. Alston says no. And then Gannon comes back up the court again under a lot of pressure. Mims finally gets the layup. And then here it goes. Phil Alston doing what he does best. He said, "Swat, get that out of here." Phil Alston. And then Gannon, that's Forte, that big body he's got. There's 3 Vulcans on him. He's still able to get the mid-range shot. Then Mims cuts through 2. Lucas gets a hand on it, bounces it to Boswell. Boswell sees Phil Alston, and then Phil Alston, the one-handed dunk, putting Paul on a poster. And it's just absolutely beautiful to watch him play. Real quick, we're going to take a look at the NCAA Atlantic region rankings. While we have a little bit of a break in the action, West Liberty on top, IUP second, Fairmont State sitting at 3rd. The Cal U Vulcans have that 4th spot. Mercyhurst not far behind them in 4th. Pitt Johnstown at 5th. Millersville still in the hunt. West Virginia State also kind of outside of that little bubble. Virginia Union's there as well. And those teams are definitely going to be looking to get back into the playoff hunt.
Now we're back to the action. Foul was on Forte for Gannon, so Cal U's going to take it. Zion Collins there, puts 2 with the layup there. And now Gannon's going to be coming back the other way with it. That is Paul bringing it up for the Gannon Golden Knights. Zion Collins on the defensive end. Screen there from Dobbs. Still has it. Paul drops it up top. 4-3 for Gannon. Off the rim. Phil Alston comes down with it. Bryson Lucas has it now. Bounce pass. Wild bounce pass to Phil Alston. Soars out of bounds.
I got to respect Bryson Lucas for doing that. He saw Alston wide open, or at least he thought he was wide open. Just couldn't get the pass over to Alston.
Gannon gets a hand on it before it goes out of bounds, and Vulcans come down with it. Now Pegram throws it in bounds. Zion Collins with that a shot attempt, no good there. Gannon has it right now. Olsen in the corner there. Zion Collins got a hand on it, threw off Olsen's rhythm, and now Paul has it up top. Zion Collins once again on the defensive end. Now up top here for Gannon. Passes it back to Paul. 4-3, off the rim, wide there. Phil Austin comes down with it, wide open. Collins there. They're going to try and foul. No good shot there. Waiting for the official call. Looks like a travel is going to be called on Zion Collins.
That is right. It's going to be a traveling on Zion Collins. He just couldn't get the ball to bounce on the court. There was a couple Golden Knight players there just blocking that, and if he would have, they would have taken the ball right from him.
Now Pickens Jr. for Gannon's going to bring it up. 6.5 minutes left. 26-27. Cows leading by 1. Drops it back to Paul. Making a move into the inside. Zion Collins tried to fake jump him. No good shot there. Phil Austin comes down with it. Phil Austin trying to make a move. Gets slipped up there. Passes it to Pegram. No shot from 3. Gets pulled up in the air. Oh, God. And he comes down hard.
Pegram tried to go airborne, and he hits the court hard. And it'll stoppage a play here. He's still on the ground. You got to wonder if he's okay, because that was a
hard fall, to say the least.
A hard fall there. It looks like his teammates are going to help him up there, and you got to wonder if that's going to affect him. Pegram's tough warrior on the basketball court. He's been bumped around a lot, but he always manages to come back and make the other team pay, but he will be sent to the line.
Gave a thumbs up to our training staff, which is always good to see. Now he's going to go to the line here following that intense foul. He's got 2 shots right here. Trying to extend the lead by more than a point. Seen countless number of lead changes already early in this game. His first one is up, and it's in. Second shot for Brett Pegram here. And it is also good. Now Gannon is going to try to answer those points here. Pickens Jr. bringing it up for Gannon. Setting a screen there. That was Forte. And now Pickens still has it. Throws it to the outside. Paul up top. Zion Collins on the defensive end. Some in-between fancy dribble moves from Paul. Throws it up top to Forte. Paul for 3, and it's good.
Paul finally connects with the basket, and he's able to register 3.
Pegram now has it up top. Throws it to Bryson Lucas on the outside. Pegram has it once again. Heavy pressure defense. Phil Austin's open. He can take the shot if he wants. Dumps it back to Boswell. To Lucas up top. Lucas is weighing his options. Dumps it to Zion Collins. Double team, triple team coverage, and gets that shot off for 2.
Collins able to avoid the traveling foul. He's able to just get it up and around the Gannon defenders for a 2-point lead over the Golden Knights.
Pickens Jr. has it once again for Gannon. Pegram on the defensive end. Spins around Pegram. And it's bouncing, no good. Lucas comes down with it for the Vulcans. Phil Austin's charging right now, throws it to Boswell, wide open. Gets last minute blocked by Olsen of Gannon, goes out of bounds. Waiting for the official call. I believe it's going to be Vulcans basketball.
That's correct, Daddy. Vulcan basketball. It was a little bump there, but they bumped Boswell off the ball there. Sanka was looking for an immediate call. Didn't happen, but the inbound set for Pegram.
Now Lucas has it under the basket, using his height, can't get that one to drop, comes down. Olsen comes down with the rebound there. And now, my apologies, Dobbs comes down with the rebound. Olsen's now bringing it up for Gannon. Wide open lane there. Boswell tries to come in, can't get that one off. Is Olsen, but with the assist, 2 more points. We got tied ball game once again, 31-31, 4.5 minutes. Phil Austin has it underneath the basket and throws it in there for 2.
Olsen really trying to impress the scouts here. That's another victim as he puts Kevin Dodds on a poster.
Paul has it in the corner. He can take the shot if he wants. Drops back a little bit, waiting for that offense to develop. He's got Mims wide open in the corner if he wants to take that pass. Steps back. Brett Pegram on the defensive end loses it a bit. Now Olsen has it. Forte, 4-3. No good, too strong. Pegram comes down with it, going the other way. Little bit of a wide pass to Lucas, but he makes do, throws it up, and gets the 2-point layup.
Great effort there by Bryson Lucas, able to maintain the control. Preston Boswell was open, but Lucas just wanted to bring it in himself, and good thing he did, extending this Vulcans lead.
LeGrand passes it to Paul. Pegram once again defending, and Olsen sets up the screen, loses it, right into the hands of Preston Boswell, throws it up to Lucas, could go anywhere, and it's good! What a play that was by Bryson Lucas!
Lucas able to use that body of his. If he didn't have it, that probably wasn't going to go in, but as he's falling down, he gets it through the basket, extending the lead even further with just about under 3 minutes.
Now Paul has it for three, and he nails that one as the entirety of the Gannon cheerleading team walks right in front of us. Pegram now has it, bringing it back the other way. Tight game, 34-37, just shy of 3 minutes. Pegram to the outside. Throws it to Collins, wide open up top. Olsen just let him get away. Gannon comes down with a no-good basket. Now Mims has it, slips up with the dribble moves here. Drops it to Dobbs, waiting for his move. And now they're going to reset on offense here with Donovan Forte up top. Throws it to Olsen up top to the side. And now back to Mims. Pegram stretching out. Forte wide open for three. Too strong. Philip Alston comes down with it. And now he's going to that pass is going to get tipped. He was intended to Zion Collins. Waiting for the foul call here. The Vulcans want it to be on Gannon. And now a timeout is going to be called before the foul.
A little hectic situations here. But as they get that underway, we're going to look at some replays. There's Collins there on that little two-pointer. And then a beautiful three there by Amir Paul there. And then as we go back the other way, Collins avoiding that travel. There's three of them on him, and he's still able to go up and around. And then there's another one there, put up by Gannon, and Mims is able to finish it. Up next there, Phil Alston driving in, one-handed dunk, putting Dodds in a bad position. Lucas taking it himself, one-man show over the defenders, able to make good on that. And as he's falling too, even if he didn't make it, Phil Alston was going to be there to finish it off. All right, we're going to look at some team leaders for both sides here. Phil Alston with averaging 21.1 points per game. Alston also with 10 defensive and with assists. Pegram leading with assists. Pegram also leading in steals, and Boswell leading with minutes per game. Now for Gannon, Paul leads in points per game. Mims with rebounds, Paul also with assists and steals, and also Paul rounding out the leading in time.
Sorry about that, folks. The font is very tiny. I can attest to that. Now we're going to return to the action here. 34-37, 2 minutes and change here left in the opening half. It's going to be Vulcans basketball. Boswell passes it cross court to Pegram. Now we got Pickens Jr. on the defensive end for Gannon. Throws it to Zion Collins, waiting for an open man. Tries to drive into the lane himself. Steps back through the legs, and now gets tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be Gannon's basketball. Coach Sancom is looking for a travel, won't get it. And now it's going to be Gannon basketball.
Just goes off the knee of Collins. He was putting on the moves there, and just one too many, and now it's Gannon basketball with under 2 minutes to play.
That is Pickens Jr. who has it now in the corner. Looking for weighing his options. Throws it over the heads of Pegram. Now Bryson Lucas on the defensive end. Philip Alston gets a hand in it successfully. Pegram comes down now with that, following the steal. Looking for the man. Great pass back to Zion Collins. He's now going to reset here. Driving in. Back to Bryson Lucas. 4-3. Too short. And foul called there.
Shooting foul is going to go against Donovan Forte as he fouled Bryson Lucas as he was trying to shoot, and now Lucas up to the line.
These foul shots are going to be really important in this game. We got a minute and a half. Cal's leading 37-34 right now, and we've seen some tight games this season that have come down to foul shooting. If the Vulcans can convert, that would be that would be a significant step in moving in the right direction, adding some easy points on the board. Lucas's first one is no good.
He'll get 2 more attempts there on the and one as well.
Lucas's second shot is up, and it's good. And now that will be his third shot with the unsuccessful 3-point attempt, resulting in a foul. And the third shot is up, and it's also good. Converts 2 out of 3 points. They're now going to go the other way to Gannon. Cal leading 39-34, minute and a half left. Now Gannon has it, Mims has it right top, double team coverage. Borden leaves it wide open, and a foul called there. Gonna go back the other way, Vulcans basketball.
They're gonna get him for traveling on that one. It's gonna be inbounded by Collins shortly. Starting to wrap up this first half of action here. It's been pretty tight so far. No one's really been able to pull away.
Now Pegram trying to trip him up early there. Mims on the defensive end. Sorry, that was Pickens Jr. on the defensive end. Now step back 2 there, no good. And Paul's gonna come down with it for Gannon. Waden, run a play, throws it to Forte. Now Mims has it on the corner, back to Paul up top. Zion Collins on the defensive end for the Vulcans. And Paul's gonna drop back a bit, wait for that play to develop. He's got a wide open Chernatis in the corner if he wants to take that shot. Throws it to the outside, and that is Pickens Jr. to Mims, no good, flips out, and Pegram saves it. Amazing save there by Brett Pegram. Passes it to Boswell, and now takes a Cal U timeout.
Pretty intense there. I knew what was going on, but it was just a lot to kind of digest there. But as we're getting to the 30-second mark, Vulcans have the lead 39-34. Like I said, it's just been a great game to watch so far. And if you're watching on YouTube or wherever, we're not on Facebook Live this time, but we have in the past. Or I hope if you're listening on 91.9, I hope it's a great broadcast. If you're on YouTube, wherever.
Do you want me to take over?
I don't even think we're on the radio right now, but...
Okay, let's just get back to the game now.
We're getting back into the game.
All right. Teams have taken the court, so we can start talking about basketball right now. That is always productive. It will be a Cal U ball following the Cal timeout. Pegram with a terrific save there. Cal U has a slim lead, 32.6 seconds left, leading 39-34. Zion Collins is going to inbound it now. Looks for Pegram, barely, oh, I thought he stayed in. That was a controversial call.
That is,
slipped.
I don't know about that. I don't like to give my thoughts.
We're going to look at a replay.
I'm looking at this replay here. Collins is trying to inbound it to Pegram. And that might be just barely out. I think the toe of Pegram's shoe just barely crossed that black line.
So hard to tell.
That's a very close call, and unfortunately there's no review. It's just we're looking at the replay that our camera guys caught. We'll look at it one more time to slow it down. Yeah, it looks like he did indeed touch that black line. Like I said, it's really close to call, but just that toe of Pegram just could not be controlled.
The sideline ref was right there, though, so he had a good view on the call. It's going to be Gannon's basketball after that unfortunate series of events there for Cal. 31 and a half seconds left in this opening half. Gannon basketball down 39-34. In Erie. Let's see what we got. Mims has it right now for Gannon, looking for an open man. Drops it to Forte, 4-3. No good, short off the glass. Gets the rebound, it's Jonatas, and gets 2 more to add there. Now Zion Collins has it, drops it to Borden, back to Collins. Collins is going to bring it up now. Collins back to Borden. It's going to kill some time. We got 12 seconds left here. Wants this to be the last play. Borden has it, looking for a man, backs it Passes it back to Boswell. Boswell 4-3. Buzzer beater, no good. And Gannon is not even going to attempt a half-court heave. And that'll be the first half. Right now, your Cal U Vulcans are leading 39-36 here in Erie at the Highmark Event Center. Stay tuned. You're watching CUTV Sports 1.
Rosa just got out so strong. He's gonna break her record.
Carosa going for it. We'll see if she did. What a race there for Carosa. The final time, 53.16. There's your record, Bill.
Just witnessed the new conference record.
New conference record there for Ann Carosa. Hart also chugging along, trying to stay with her. I believe it's going to be Westchester, IUP Westchester, Carosa, Mikesell, and Gearhart as 1, 2, and 3. Carosa 1:57.94, a new meet record.
Paul wants revenge. And that's swatted once again by Clifford. Clifford with back-to-back blocks against Lance and Paul. Almonte with the pretty finish, and Frederick slams it.
Left side, one dribble. Think, left wing three, knocks it down.
The senior showing his experience and getting it done.
And it is Rockaway by quite a bit.
Battle for third, close. Kupagawa sneaks in there and beats Pettit by a whisker for the all-conference finish.
So it'll be 1-2 Westchester. It was Rockaway 359.10. The Flute 401.36.
Outside to Jefferson. She'll take a shot from three. Good. Destiny Jefferson comes right back.
Above the arc. Down low to Carlos Carter, who jams it home. He was left free.
Work from the elbow. Hairston, deep left wing, thought about the three around Sumter. Oh, and throws down the jam!
Centrula swings all the way over, and Middleton comes away with the steal. Middleton taking it to the rim. And she gets the layup to
over to Arnold and hand it off in the corner. Chopin now. 16 to shoot, can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. There is the opportunity, and she got it. Jade Bull.
Come the Golden Rams trying to bring home the women and men's relay. Here's the battle for second and third as well. It's close. Gannon down second. And for Westchester, 320.05. As Ninus brings this home for the Golden Rams, she'll touch the wall.
Yeah.
3-4-2, 3-5. Yep. How about that? 3-4-2, 3-5. They break a Westchester.
The all-time conference record by 2 seconds.
Yep.
Hey, welcome back to Erie, Pennsylvania. We are at the Highmark Event Center, home of the Gannon Golden Knights. We're getting ready here for the second half. Currently, your Cal U Vulcans are leading 39-36. Hey, what are you expecting to see here in the second?
Well, I expect a very, obviously a very good game. It's going to be very close, I think, to the end. Just by looking at these replays here, it's just, you can see just the pure talent from both sides. You know, Palak easily just draining a 3 there. Mims with the spin around, taking advantage of mistakes. That's really going to be the key. Who can capitalize on which mistakes? As we see here, big turnover there by Gannon. Collins was able to, and he draws the foul as well. And then just a wide open 3 there for Gannon as well. Like I said, got to take advantage of those turnovers, and you got to make the most of the time you can while you're in the offensive zone and just play solid defense. And then just keep looking at that. We just see Phil Alston doing Phil Alston things, blocking the ball like it's nothing. Lucas forcing a turnover, giving it to Boswell. Boswell finds the open man, Alston, and Alston doing what he does best. The one-handed dunk. Collins faking the pass there, getting around not 1, not 2, but 3 Gannon defenders. And there we go, Bryson Lucas just kind of chipping it off the backboard, is able to get it while he's falling. And now I think we're ready to get back into the action and start this second half.
Yes, we got a fresh 20 minutes on the clock. Gannon's going to take the opening possession here. That is Paul taking it up for the Gannon Golden Knights, going to the outside, has a screen from Dobbs, drops it to Pickens Jr., back to Paul, up top, Zion Collins on the defensive end. Once again, another screen there from Dobbs, fake to Dobbs inside. Dobbs double team to Mims. He's finding some space. Pollock gets a hand on it, but Mims converts for 2.
That was a great play there by Mims to stay with that ball and just to, you know, like I said, just stay with it, jumping off and getting that shot off balance as well.
Now Zion Collins drops it to Preston Boswell, to Alston for 2. Alston wide open over the head of Dobbs. Now we got Pickens Jr. taking it up the court for the Gannon Golden Knights. Calling the shots here, waiting for that offense to develop a bit. Brent Pigum on the defensive end here for Cal U. Pickens still has it, weighing his options. Another screen there from Dobbs. Passes it to Paul up top. Zion Collins now on the defensive end. Paul driving in the lane. Pollock comes in for the assist for defense. Mims now, 4-3, no good there. Zion Collins for Cal is bounding back the other direction. Passes it to Alston in the paint. It's good. Waiting for the call there, making sure that basket is good. And it's going to be good. It's going to be coming back the other way.
Alston having just a monstrous night so far. 17 points on the night. Basket did not count. It was a traveling call. Gannon has the ball in the offensive zone.
Gannon has it right now. Paul is driving up the middle. Boswell tries to get a hand on it. Philip Alston on the defensive end there, and a good basket with a foul on number 1, Philip Alston's foul.
Like you said, his first foul of the game comes in the second half. That's very good discipline by Alston. And now at the line, number 40, Lance-Amir Paul. First time at the line tonight.
Paul's having a great game so far. Let's see if he can get this first foul shot here to drop. Trailing by 3 right now, and it's good. Apologize, they were trailing by 4, and now Paul for his second shot here.
Yeah, you guys are making fun of me because I can't do math.
I'm dyslexic. What's your excuse? Great TV. And now Paul for that second shot is good. And now Philip Alston's going to hand it off to Pegram. He's going to bring it back the other way now here for the Vulcans. Passes it up to Boswell, to Zion Collins. 4-2, driving in the paint. No good. Too strong off the glass. Paul's going to come down with it for Gannon. And he passes it up to the upside for Gannon. Now to Mims. Over the head of Alston. What a great basket that was for Demontrus Mims.
the diving effort by Mims, and they get the ball back.
And now Paul wide open for three, can't convert. Philip Alston comes down with it now for the Vulcans. Going back the other way, double team coverage, leaving Zion Collins wide open. Now he's getting triple teamed in the paint. To Pollock, wide open, to Pegram. Another wide open shot for three, deep three, no good. Philip Alston was there, can't get that one to drop. Now Gannon's gonna go back the other way. That's Pickens Jr. who has it right now.
Alston almost made him look like a fool on that. Almost another one-handed dunk by Phil Alston, but it was not meant to be.
Pickens has it right now. Brett Pagram's putting the pressure on, drops it back to Mims. Pollock on the defensive end, and he goes around Pollock to get that two-point layup.
Great play again by Mims, faking Pollock out, and then he just goes around the other way and comes away with the basket.
Coach Sanko obviously saw something he did not like. He was calling that timeout for a while. As soon as he crossed court, rest granted it. Now we're going to take a look at some replays right here.
And there's that floater by Mims that was kind of off balance there, and he was able to stay with it. Then Alston with that three-pointer from the far side converts on that. Mims again driving the paint, guarded by Alston, and the little Superman play there by Mims. And then there it is again, that fake off by Keith Pollock, trying to shake him off there, and he was able to come away with the basket. Gannon actually is leading 44-41. I believe this is one of their first leads of the game.
Lead was bouncing back and forth there for a while in the first. Cal ultimately took the lead going into the half. We got 17 minutes and some change here. 44-41 in Erie, Pennsylvania. Highmark Events Center. We're still in a timeout here called by Coach Sankum for the California Vulcans.
Real quick, just want to give a quick shout out to our CUTV and Friends podcast. Make sure you go and listen to that wherever you get your podcasts at. All of our shows like Caton's Corner and a bunch of other shows that we do at the studio, all on there. So definitely make sure you listen to that podcast.
Now we're going to return back to the action here, waiting for Gannon to come back. Zion Collins is going to take the inbounds here following that Cal U timeout. Got some great crowd here this afternoon in Erie. Drops it back to Pegram, going to the backcourt. We got Pickens on the defensive end. Brent trying to go in, can't make it, but Philip Alston is there to drop it down there for two.
Phil Alston finishing up the rebound from Brent Pegram, almost bringing the house down with that one, the two-hander.
Mims has it now for the Golden Knights. Throws it to the outside. That's Pickens Jr. Paul now has it, fakes to the outside, wide open three for Pickens Jr. And he nails it, nothing but net.
Pickens Jr. answering the Alston three, 47-43 now for Gannon.
Pegram's doing some scramble moves up top, Pickens, and a trip-up foul there. Got caught up on the legs of Preston Boswell. Gannon is down, waiting for the official. I believe that is Braden Olsen, who was down. My apologies, that was Robotis Janatis from Gannon, who was down, got tripped up on the legs of Preston Boswell, and that will be a foul there on Cal U.
And that was just, I'm sure Coach Sankum's not happy about that, but he's going to have to deal with it. He's trying to plead his case there to the ref, but the inbound for Mims is set. Excuse me, the whistle was blown and wasn't completely ready.
Coach Sankum still pleading his case right now. Again, it just looked like he got tripped up in the legs of Boswell. And now we're going to get ready to play some basketball, as Pickens Jr. is going to bring it up the court for the Golden Knights. Now leading 47-43, 16 and some change. Paul has it up top. Zion Collins on the defensive end for the Vulcans, making his space up top. They're driving now into the paint, wide open. And Phil Alston gets a hands on it, but he can't do anything.
The revenge from Lance Amir Paul. Alston did him dirty there in the first half. And then Amir Paul puts on a move, freezes Alston, gets it in the basket, and this crowd is reacting as you see it there. Alston tried to block it like he does really well, but the basket and the rim was in favor of Amir Paul, and he's sent to the line.
Now Paul has foul shot here with his name on it. The Gannon fans are going wild, arguing with the Cal U bench right now as that and one goes up, and it's good. Now Brett Pagram's going to bring it up for California, trailing by 7, my apologies. Pagram has it, waiting for the call here. Looks like a little confusion from the referees.
And a foul going against number 1 of... It's going to go against Gannon.
Looks like it was against Demetrius Mims from Gannon. Again, Coach Sankum is pleading his case.
I saw the official hold up a number 1. I almost thought it was for Alston, but it was for Mims instead. And I believe Coach Sankum was trying to argue for the inbound play, and I think he's going to get his wish.
Now Pagram has it, throws it to Pollock, to Boswell, and now up top. Zion comes wide open from center. Pressure now under the basket, drops it back to Alston, driving into the paint, and he posts up, and he slams it down once again. Philip Alston with the dunk.
Alston almost literally bringing down the house, shaking the basket with that one. 20-plus points, 21 points for Philip Alston.
Now Mims has it for the Golden Knights, passes it to Dobbs. Dobbs is making his move, throws it back to Mims. Now to Paul up top. Zion Collins on the defensive end, drops it back to Alston. Paul has it once again, 4-3, no good off the rim. Pollock now comes down with it for the Vulcans. Passes it to Pagram's going to bring it up now. And drops it back to Pollock, 4-3, and it's good.
Keith Pollock for 3, and he made sure Gannon knew about that one.
Pollock, a sharp shooter for the Vulcans, now only down by 2, and the Cal U defensive cheers are shaking this stadium. Gannon has it right now. That is Pickens Jr. Bounce pass inside the paint to Mims. Mims throws it up, and it's good off the glass. Now leading by 4. Tripped up there on the inbounds. Gannon has it. Passes it to Mims. Up the top to Pickens.
And a stoppage of play now. Ref saw something he didn't like on Gannon's side. And we're going to go to a media timeout. And what an intense little segment there. Both sides just jawing back and forth at each other. Just great plays. Look at this play. Pagram gets it up, and Alston finishes it with a big two-handed dunk. And then there it is. Alston gets out of position, gets a foul called on him, and Amir Paul takes advantage of the points. Alston again puts it up, gets his own rebound, and hangs off the rim. And then Pollock, a lethal 3. And then he makes sure Gannon's fans do know about that, and that was definitely Keith Pollock that made that beautiful 3. And we're at 52-48. Gannon with a slight lead over the Vulcans. It's just been a great game to watch so far.
I will say, I've said it in the earlier game, in the women's game, it is always hard, no matter what sport you play. Personally, I am a member of the Cal U women's golf team, but no matter what sport you play, it is hard to come into Gannon territory. We are seeing it. The fans are vibrant here this afternoon. We are seeing the taunting come out on the Cal U bench from both sides. It's getting a little chippy here. We got 14-43. Cal U's trailing by 4, 52-48. Following the media timeout, it's going to be Gannon's basketball in Cal U territory right now. Boswell is going to be on the defensive end, and number 25, Jonatas for Gannon, is going to inbounds it. Slip up there.
And that's going to be Vulcan, it's Gannon basketball still.
It's going to be a sub now. Olsen's going to be coming in for Jonatas, following that slip up on the inbounds. Boswell still on the defensive end for the Vulcans for the time right now. Waiting for the play to continue here from the ref, and now we are good to go. Olsen with the inbounds for Gannon. That is Pickens Jr. who has it right now. Slips up a little bit, throws it to Forte up top to Paul. Has some space. Alston on the defensive end, driving into the paint, drops it outside, wide open. Again, Olsen wide open. Paul has it inside. Alston on the defensive end. Another cross-court pass driving in. Alston gets a hand on it. Basket does not go. And it's going to be a foul called against Philip Alston.
You got to commend Gannon for that great offensive possession there. They just great passing, crisp, clean passes. And this is going to be a 3-shot time. Excuse me. Foul is actually going to be on number 3, Zion Collins, but like I was saying, just great passing by Gannon.
That's LeGrand at the line here for the Golden Knights. Second one is up. No good off the backward. Philip Alston for Cal U comes down with it, passes it to Pegram, who's going to bring it up now here for the Vulcans. Pegram has it, trying to make a move himself, throws it up, doesn't go, hits the backboard, and now Olsen has it, bounding his way down the Cal U court, wide open. Forte in the corner. Forte looking for a man, trying to make a move, passes it, bounce passes it to Olsen, going once again in, triple teamed, almost a steal from the Vulcans, and now game's going to reset a little bit, throwing it cross court, weird tip off from there. A little bit of a lucky bounce. Olsen now for 3. Foul called as Zion Collins kind of rams him down following that shot. Olsen slow to get up, but he's helped on his feet.
Collins not happy about the call. He's saying that it was after he already shot it, but it's not going to matter because Braden Olsen now at the line. First trip at the line tonight.
Cal U now down 53-48. Olsen's first shot is good, extending that lead. 13-43 left to play. Olsen's second shot is up. It's good as well. And then this was a 3-point attempt, so we will get an additional foul shot here. And this will be Olsen's third and final foul shot. And that's also good.
100% from the line so far.
Now Pegram's going to bring it up once again here for the Vulcans, crossing that center court line. Alston setting the screen there, going around Alston, getting double teamed up top. Cole gets a hand on it from Gannon. Now that was Collins, dropped it back to Boswell. Pollock to Alston upside. He has a shot, he can take it. Throws it to Boswell, to Collins. Now gets tripped up. Lucky break there to pass to Boswell. And Boswell will go out of bounds, and it will be Gannon basketball. I apologize. Before the out of bounds there on Boswell, it was a Gannon Golden Knight foul, so it will be Cal U basketball.
And little quick break. There's gonna be a
little sweep in action
mop.
there.
Little mop.
Following that trip up from Collins inside the paint, probably just trying to mop out that spot a little bit. Now Pegram's going to inbound it here for the Vulcans. 13-19 down, 56-48. Zion Collins slip up once again in the paint. Goes down a little weird, looking for the foul call, and Coach Sagam's telling him get back right where he wants. Olsen now has it for Gannon. Olsen now for shot, no good there. And it will be a foul against Gannon, and it will be going the other way, Cal U basketball.
And that is going to be the 4th foul on Donovan Forte. He better watch out. He's in a little bit of foul trouble now.
Donovan Forte, big staple here for the Gannon Golden Knights, using his size and waited and being able to make some points. Now it's going to be Vulcan basketball. Pegram's going to be coming in, bringing it up. Single in for Pally to set the screen. Goes across. Bryson Lucas now in the game, also for Cal. Pass to Olsen, back to Pegram. Looking for an open man to Bryson Lucas. 4-2 on T. Can't get that one. Pally gets a hand on it, and Gannon ultimately comes down with it. And now that's LeGrand who's going to bring it up for the Golden Knights. This crowd's trying to get involved here. And Gannon has it right now. Mims is up top with it. Double team coverage here. Palick now is on the defensive end. Drops it back to Dobbs. Dobbs looking for some space against Boswell. Can't find any. Passes it to Mims. Over the heads, and a great layup there from Demetrius Mims.
That's 18 points for Mims so far.
Pollock now has it for the Vulcans. Passes it to the inside to Alston. Can't get that one to drop. And that's going to be a foul call on the Golden Knights. And Philip Alston will be going to the line.
First trip to the line tonight for Philip Alston. He's a pretty good free throw shooter, but let's see what he does tonight.
Alston at the line now for two. His first shot is up, and it's good. Gonna have some substitutions coming in. Number 24, Robotis Jonatas coming in and subbing out for Demetrius Mims, who's made a huge impact for the Gannon Golden Knights as Philip Alston sets up for his second and last foul shot. It's up, and it's good. Now Paul will be bringing it back the other way, and he passes it back to LeGrand, who inbounded it. Bryson Lucas playing some pressure defense up at center court. LeGrand's not phased. He's going into Cal U territory. Bryson Lucas really trying to make his move here. Bench is trying to hype him up. LeGrand has it. Going around Alston. Brett Pegram gets a hand on it. Goes right into the hands of Dobbs. Dobbs scrambling. And Dobbs ultimately comes down and adds two more to the Gannon lead.
The 10-point differential. Gannon's starting to get away with this one.
If I'm Cal U, I'm starting to sweat. Pegram has it right now up in the corner, looking for space. Surprised he didn't get a travel call. Great pass off to Boswell. No good three-point attempt there. And it will be out of bounds off of Paul from Gannon. And it will be Vulcan basketball following the stoppage of play. We are going to cut to a commercial. Stay tuned. You're watching CUTV Sports 1.
Back by popular demand and better than ever is late night dining in the Ncaa Student Center. Join us starting Monday, October 18th at the hot spot for evening dining, Ncaa Evening Eats, located on the second floor of Ncaa next to Umami. Open Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. and on weekends, 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Ncaa Evening Eats is a one-stop shop for your favorite menu items. Orders can be placed through our mobile app or at the designated Evening Eats kiosk. We can't wait to see you there.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Erie, Pennsylvania. We are at the Highmark Events Center at Gannon University. Right now, the Cal U Vulcans are a little bit of a struggle. It is 11:28 left in the second, down by 10. The Gannon Golden Knights are leading 60-50, and it's going to be Cal U's ball following that foul. Brett Pegham's going to bring it inbounds here as we return to action here shortly. Waiting on the Golden Knights, and there they come.
The Vulcans, if they're going to want to get back into this game, they got to limit the amount of turnovers. Gannon's been very good about capitalizing on the mistakes of Cal U, so let's see if they can continue to, or if the Vulcans can tighten up.
Pegram passes it to Alston, passes it back to Pegram, and nails the three to get that momentum early right now.
That was a big three by Brent Pegram there.
Now Gannon's going the other way with it. That is number 15, Forte, up top. Keith Pollock with the defensive stop, with the defensive end there. Now we got Dobbs in the paint, looking for a move, can't find it, throws it over the head, and now they're going to reset on offense here. Who's going into the paint? Gannon going, that's great balance pass back to Jonatas, who nails the two-pointer. Pickens with a fantastic bounce back, finds the open man in Jonatas, and he can convert with 2 points. The pass back to Pollock, wide open, Phil Alston, can't grab that one. And it's going to be a foul called on Gannon. Wait. It's going to be Gannon foul on Robotis Jonatas, and it's going to be now a Cal U ball. Brett Pegram's going to inbounds it. Cal really needs to capitalize on these mistakes. Throws it to Lucas, wide open in the corner, off the mark. Pollock gets the rebound, can't convert, and Gannon's going to be taking it the other way.
Those are the chances. If you're Cal, you're going to really regret not making those. As the game starts to tick, tick, tick down to the final seconds.
Pickens has it now for the Golden Knights. Throws it to Forte up top, back to Paul on the other side. Brett Pegram using his speed to his advantage. Almost a great basket there from Gannon. Now Phil Austin has it. Bounce pass to Boswell and an easy layup for Preston Boswell.
We've definitely seen that play before, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Austin with a great bounce pass to Boswell and the easy layup.
Cal U slowly but surely cutting into that Gannon lead. Now Pickens has it up top for the Golden Knights. Preston Boswell on the defensive end. Drops it to Paul on the outside. Screen set by Dobbs. Paul for three. Can he nail it? And he does. Now Pegram's going to take it back the other way. Need to answer that three-point mark. Pass it to Boswell, to Pollock. Cross court to Alston. Could have taken that shot. Decides to go into the paint. Gets triple teamed in the paint. Gets the shot off. No basket is waved there. And it's going to be a Gannon. Sorry, it's going to be a foul on the Golden Knights. Still waving off that basket, and it's going to be an inbound though from Pegram.
Another thing that Cal U's got to do, they got to get their depth scores into this. Right now, Alston has 23 points. He's the only other person, only player for Cal U in the double digits, and that's not a good look for the Vulcans. They got to get some other contributions if they're going to come back into this game.
Demetrius Mims with that Golden Knights foul. Pegram's going to inbounds it here. Again, they need to get some quick points on the board. Pegram has it right now with that pass from Alston to Pegram. Pegram trying to find space, drops it back to lose it, back to Pegram, 4-3, long three-point attempt, and it's good! Brett Pegram with an amazing long-range three-point attempt to close that Gannon lead.
It's almost like Pegram heard me when I made that comment.
We are pretty close. Now Pickens has it, drops it to Forte. Forte looking for somebody, passes it, hands it off to Paul. Paul getting heavy coverage by Pegram. Demetrius Mims has it, wide open. Pickens in the corner, no good, short ball there. Alston comes down with it for Cal. Now Pegram has it, taking his time, throws up a three. No good off the rim. Boswell gets a hand on it, and Forte's going to hold off Boswell for a second. Boswell's playing some heavy defense there. Needs to get that ball back. Looking for a foul call, won't get it, and there it is. Cal is going to get the foul call there.
Boswell, that might have hurt him a little bit, but he got up with the biggest smile on his face when he knew he drew that foul.
Preston Boswell, one of the other seniors, getting recognized. The other one was Brett Pegram. And it's actually going to be a Gannon of Cal U foul. All right, now to the line, number 15, Devontae LeGrand. Fourth throws that up and gets the first one. He has another foul shot here. My apologies, that was LeGrand, not Forte. LeGrand with his second attempt. No good there. Collins comes down with it. LeGrand gets a hand on him. And now Collins going to reset following that foul. Passes it to Lucas, to Pegram on the outside. Philip Austin with the screen. It's back to Collins. Pollock was open in the corner. Can't get a shot off. Now it's Collins. He's going to throw it up in the paint. Can't get that one. Gannon's going to come down and rebound it. That is LeGrand who has it going away back. 8 minutes left. 66-58. Gannon Golden Knights are leading. And that is Pickens who has it up top. Paul is now in control of the basketball. Screen there set by Devontae Mims. It throws a great bounce pass, and Lucas gets a hand on it. Waiting for the official call. Anticipating a foul on Bryson Lucas there. And
looks like it's going to be a media timeout. And there will be a foul going against Bryson Lucas. We're going to take a look here at some replays here. We see a beautiful three there from Pegram. And then a great bounce pass there. And Javon is able to finish that one off. Alston, the beautiful, just up the middle, bounce pass right to Boswell, and able to sink that one. And then Paul, guarded by Alston, able to sink that three right after. And Pegram with another deep three as well. And that one goes straight into the bucket there. 66-58, 7:46 to play here. Little quick shout out to our social media. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all of the Vulcan action and news at Cal Vulcans on Instagram and at Cal Vulcans as well on Twitter. And if you want to stay up to date with the CUTV crew on Instagram at CUTVPA and on Twitter at CUTV_PA.
Also like to give a shout out to Gloria. She runs all of our electronics at the Convocation Center. Jumbotron, music, that's all her. Watching the game back at Cal. We'd like to give a big shout out from Erie, Pennsylvania. Following the media timeout, both teams are going to take the court. We got 7:46 left in this half. Cal U is currently trailing 66-58. Need some answers here. And that is going to be Jonas from the Golden Knights at the line for 2 shots following the Bryson Lucas foul. Jonas got 2 shots here. And the first shot is up. No good. Rimmed it out. And this will be his second and final attempt. This to extend the lead. And he nails that one. Gonna be Cal U ball. Palic on the inbound. Pressure there. Wide open. Bryson Lucas up top. Pass it to Zion Collins. To Pegram, the man they want with the ball right now. Pegram has it. Looking for some space, weighing his options. Doesn't have much time. Drop, bounce pass it to Lucas. Lucas looking for a man open. Pollock wide open from 3. He's deadly from sharpshooter. Watch out, and he nails that one.
Pollock made him wait, and Mims paid the price for that. Pollock sinking a 3, 67-61.
You can't leave Keith Pollock open like that, or you'll pay the price losing 3 points there. Now, Paul has it for Gannon. And Austin's on the defensive end, drops it to the outside, back to Paul. Paul's trying to go up for the 3, and he does. No good there. Pegram's going to bring it back the other way for the Vulcans. Zion Collins now has it to Austin inside there. Austin can't get a shot up, waiting for the official call as that ball sails out of the court.
It's going to be Vulcan ball as it was touched by a Golden Knight player. Pegram set to inbound this. And as we're starting to wind down here, these points are really going to be crucial. You have to convert, especially if you're the Vulcans.
Zion Collins now has it for the Vulcans. Heavy pressure defense there by Paul and Mims. Mims gets a hand on it, gets the foul draw there. And it will be 2 shots for Zion Collins following the Dimitri Mims foul shot.
Collins had been to the line, missed the first one. Let's see if he can redeem himself here.
These points are crucial in the last couple minutes of the game, and he nails that one. Cutting into that Gannon lead now, 67-62. Second shot here for Zion Collins. These are the shots that are going to come down and make or break this game. 6:47 left, and he gets that one, converting 2 for 2 on the foul attempt. Now Mims has it. Gonna bring it up for the Gannon Golden Knights. Zion Collins on the defensive end, bounce passes it to Paul, back to Mims. To LeGrand. LeGrand now conducting that offense. Pollock on the defensive, back to Mims. Taking their sweet old time with this lead. To Forte. Forte is a bit of foul trouble in this game, and that is Pickens Jr. who has it now. Boswell on the defensive end for the Vulcans. Pickens Jr. is really scrambling with it, and Forte is wide open with that shot clock winding down, and the basket will be good with the last couple seconds on that shot clock. Now Zion Collins is going to bring it back for the Vulcans here. Dumps it to the outside to Pollock. Now he throws it off to Pegram. Pegram is scrambling here, gets triple teamed in the paint, and it will be a foul called on Gannon. Believe it's going to be on Paul from the Golden Knights.
Pegram again at the line. 2 for 2 tonight.
The foul will be called on Donovan Forte.
That will be the end of his game.
Paul.
That will be the end of the game for Donovan Forte, fouling out as he gets the last foul against Pegram. He's going to go take a seat, and Jauntis will sub in for him.
You got to imagine they just put him in the game to put that pressure on him, knowing his foul status. But ultimately, Cal-U comes away with it. Forte is going to be leaving the game for the rest of this afternoon, and Pegram has 2 shots to keep trimming into this Gannon lead. And he gets that first one.
Pegram unfazed by the Gannon crowd. They're really trying to egg this Gannon team on and get into the heads of the Vulcans, but good job on them to tune them out.
And Pegram with his second attempt, and it's also good. Now only trailing 69-65. That's Pickens Jr. who has it, passes it to LeGrand, who inbounded it back to Pickens Jr. Double team coverage by Zion Collins and Boswell. And now it's going to go all the way back to Pickens Jr. again. Resetting here on offense, waiting their time, trying to kill as much time as possible. That's LeGrand who has it right now, driving into the defense. Paul wide open from up top, decides not to take the shot, finds some more space, throws it up, too strong there, fight for it with Bill Alston, and it's gonna be a jump ball.
That was tough to see. Alston was fighting for it, but like you said, Addie, the jump ball, and this is gonna be Cal-U ball.
It will be a jump ball that resorts in Cal-U ball. That's Zion Collins on the inbounds here. Throws it to Boswell, back to Collins.
Gannon crowd was not happy about that, and they let the refs know about it.
Pegram now has it, top of the logo. Pegram scrambling, drops it back to Collins to the outside with Boswell. Boswell's making some moves. Zion Collins with 3, and it's good! Huge 3 there by Zion Collins.
Beautiful 3 by Zion Collins, cutting the lead. Now they only trail by 1. Look at that.
And look at this. The stadium is electric. The Cal-U chants are roaring right now. Can't imagine the Gannon fans are too happy about that. Gannon is now leading by 1, 69-68. 4 minutes and some change here. Paul has it right now for the Golden Knights, driving in. Crazy step back move there by Paul. No good. It should be, I believe it's going to be a foul call on Cal-U. Waiting for the official call, and it will be a Vulcan foul on Preston Boswell.
And that's not good. Preston Boswell now getting his 4th foul. He needs to watch out here. In some foul trouble now.
Preston Boswell had a slow game last week, but he's coming out electric tonight. Again, this is going to be his last regular season game as a senior. Now we got Paul at the line here for Gannon. First shot is no good. Brings some life here to Cal-U. Still only trailing by 1. 4:42 left. 69-68. Second shot up for Paul right here. And this stadium is quiet. Paul with that second shot. No good once again. Cal-U is breathing a sigh of relief for the time being as whistle is called and a Gannon foul there. Waiting on the official number there. And it will be a Golden Knight foul.
A little bit of confusion here on the court. I think either a technical. I thought I saw the T, and he pointed right to the Gannon bench. A technical foul is going against the Golden Knights. Addie, this is huge for the Vulcans here. Depending on who they have shooting this, that could mean they could get the lead right here.
We saw it earlier. The women's team was down early, then came back strong in the second half. They're going to have Pegram come out and shoot it.
Pegram, so far this game has been perfect. 4 for 4 from the line. These Gannon fans are really going to try to get under his skin, but Pegram is going to try to tune him out. Pegram.
One foul shot here. Brett Pegram at the line. Gannon fans are booing him, and he does not let it show.
5 for 5. They're going to give him one more. Ties it at 69 apiece.
Second shot here, and he nails that one. Guess what? Cal-U is now leading.
6 for 6 for Brent Pegram, and they're going to give this to Alston too.
Oh my
Alston's
goodness.
stepping up to the line. I believe the actual foul was called against Alston.
Waiting for some more confusion to get sorted out with the referee. Coach Sankum now talking it over, and Alston will be at the line.
So there was another foul called. They shot the technical first, and now Alston has a step at the line. 2 for 2 tonight.
They're just trying to confuse us. Okay, Philip Alston's shot is no good. Gannon's going to come down with the rebound. That is LeGrand who has it right now. Passes it to Pickens, and now back to LeGrand. LeGrand up top. Now the Gannon Golden Knights are trailing by 1. Paul has it. Paul has been playing a great game so far this afternoon. Keith Pollock on the defensive end for the Vulcans. Drops it to Olsen. Debating for the 3. Decides to go for it, and it's good. Gannon is now leading by 2. 4 and 11 minutes left. Brett Pegram has it up top. Pickens Jr. on the defensive end, throws it to the outside to Alston. Caillou has to match those 2 points. Pegram has it, driving inbounds there, and it's no good. And a whistle is blown. Foul called on the Gannon Golden Knights.
That is their 10th foul of the half, and now Caillou is in the double bonus. That's going to be huge for the Vulcans.
And we are going to cut to a commercial. Stay tuned. You're watching an exciting game here on CUTV Sports 1.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Erie, Pennsylvania. We are at the Highmark Event Center, home of the Gannon Golden Knights, and we got a ball game for you this afternoon, folks. Just shy of 4 minutes left in the second. The Caillou Vulcans are trailing by 2. They just reclaimed the lead, led up a big 3 by Dobbs from the Gannon Golden Knights. Gannon's leading 72-70. Again, 4 minutes left here. We had some crazy fouls, some technicals called. It will be Caillou basketball with the foul call there. Brett Pegram will be at the line. Can he tie this game up? That's the question right now.
I mean, just going off of the past here, I've said it before, you know, Brett Pegram, amazing free throw shooter. He's 6 for 6 tonight. Let's see if he can continue that streak.
Let's see if he can potentially go 8 for 8. His first one is up, and it's good. We didn't jinx him yet, so we are good. Second shot here, now only down by 1. This Gannon Stadium is electric, and he nails that. He goes 8 for 8, tying the scoreboard up 72-72. Scoreboard's winding down right now. LeGrand has it. Bounce passes it to Paul. Heavy defense there by Zion Collins and Boswell. Heavy defense once again. Waiting for the cause. We got stoppage play, and it will be a Vulcan basketball.
The foul being a 10-second foul going against the Golden Knights, and a crucial call going for the Vulcans.
Boswell inbounds it to Collins. Collins driving in, and he nails that. He puts 2 more in between that lead right now. 3:38. Paul now has it for the Gannon Golden Knights, and that bench for Caillou is electric. Dobbs has it, Olsen has it now for the Golden Knights, taking his time. They don't want to commit a mistake here. Pickens up top, Boswell on the defensive end, throws it to Mims. Mims is waiting once again, drops it to the outside to Pickens Jr. Pickens weighing his options, Boswell on the defensive end, driving inside, back to Olsen. But Pegram nicks him, and Olsen goes down to the floor hard.
And that's just unfortunate right there. It's you know, Brett Pegram just didn't, you know, you could tell he didn't mean to do that. He's just trying to block the shot there, but unfortunately he's going to draw a foul here. And now a very crucial time for Gannon as Olsen is sent to the line. He's been perfect, 3 for 3 tonight.
We just saw it. Pegram went to the line and got the lead. Can Olsen tie it up? He gets that first one. 3:11 left. Still, Golden Knights are still trailing by 1. This has been a back and forth battle all afternoon. Second shot here for Olsen, and it's good. He ties up the ball game, 74-74. 3 minutes and change, and this is a 3-point attempt, so he's going to get an extra one here. Can he take the lead by a point? And he goes up, and it's good, and they claim it, 75-74. And Zion Collins is going to take it back the other way right here for the Vulcans. Collins has some room. He can make some move, dumps it back to Alston. Alston once again has some room. Pegram now bounding inside, throws it to Pollock, wide open for 3. No good there. And that's one of those rare 3-point misses you see from Keith Pollock. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Gannon basketball.
Gannon is letting Keith Pollock hear that he airballed that one. There's no mercy from these Golden Knight fans. Literally a 1-point game, 75-74, as we're getting down to the final moments.
Paul now has it. LeGrand and Paul are bouncing it back. Now Mims has it. Is getting triple team, leaving Dobbs wide open in the corner, and he nails that 3. And that Gannon crowd is going electric. Gannon now leading 78-74. Zion Collins is going to take it back the other way for the Vulcans. Zion Collins in the paint, wrestling with it, fighting for his life there with Paul, waiting for the call, and it will be Gannon basketball.
Collins was fighting for that. He was really trying to get that, but unfortunately the jump ball is called, and that's Gannon ball at a really crucial time.
Crucial indeed. Calu trailing by 4. They're currently up for a little bit of time, not long, but a little bit. And now Gannon has it. Wide cross-court pass there to Paul. Trying to kill clock. 2 minutes and some change here. Paul has it up at the logo. Conducting that offense. Need to extend that lead. Calu could come back at any point. Only up by 4. Paul has some room. Drops it back to Olsen. Olsen bounding into Pegram. Olsen for 2, and he gets that one to extend the lead, 80-74. Pegram now is taking it back the other way, wasting no time here with some speed. Olsen sets a pick up top. Pegram to Zion Collins. Pollock wide open for there, doesn't go for it, and Olsen drops it in for 2 more.
Timeout called rightfully by the Vulcans. Kind of slow the pace down a little bit. That's Alston's 25th point of the night. Absolutely on fire for Philip Alston, but his club is down by 4 here. I remember earlier I made a comment that Alston was the only one in double digits. Now there's 4 players for the Vulcans in the double digits. Alston with 25, Collins with 15, Pegram 14, Pollock with 12 as well. So the depth has come alive for the Vulcans. They just have to keep pushing with 1:43. It's not out of reach, and they can't get discouraged if they want to win this one.
Now Bryson Lucas is going to check in the game. He's going to inbound it here for the Vulcans. Down by 4. Less than 2 minutes left. Last game of the regular season. Again, 1,001 different playoff scenarios could happen here this afternoon. I apologize, it was Gannon basketball. Bryson Lucas will be on the defensive end, and that will be LeGrand for the Golden Knights on the inbounds. LeGrand trying to find some room. Over the head, 2 Mims up top, Alston on the defensive end. And that's going to be back to LeGrand, who's going to bring it up. LeGrand getting around Lucas. Collins comes in for support, dumps it back to Paul. Paul now killing some clock. Lucas gets a hand on it. And it will be a foul on Bryson Lucas, and Coach Sankum is irate on the sidelines.
I was just about to say that he not happy is not an adjective to describe how he's feeling right now.
Very, very mad. That's the best way I can describe that. Now we got Paul going to the line. Amir Paul is going to be shooting 2 to extend that Gannon lead. 1 minute, a minute and a half here left in the second. First shot is up. And it's
no
oh
good.
My goodness, I thought it was going to get stuck. That would have been anticlimactic to say the least.
Amir Paul 3 for 6 from the line, counting that last shot.
And now Keith Pollock's going to come in for Bryson Lucas following that foul. Paul with his second attempt here, and he gets that one. Now the Golden Knights are leading 81-76 over the Cal U Vulcans. Brett Pegram right here, driving in. Great effort by Pegram to add 2 more. Now, scramble effort there by LeGrand. Gets it off in time to Olsen. Olsen now over the heads of Boswell to Paul. 1:05 left in this game. 81-78 is currently the score. Gannon is leading it. Paul taking a sweet old time up in the corner there. Zion Collins on the defensive end. Got to apply the pressure. Got to get that ball back. Less than a minute left. Paul now driving in. 4 seconds on that shot clock. Stoppage of play there.
A foul is called. Going to go against Zion Collins for his 3rd foul of the evening. And this is where it starts to matter here. Under 50 seconds. Right now, 1 possession game. 3 points separates these 2 teams. But that could be extended by Amir Paul. 3 for 7 tonight.
Paul now at the line here. And he gets that one. Extends the lead 82-78. Now 4 points in between the 2 teams. Second shot here for Paul. And this stadium is quiet. Paul up, and it's good. Now a timeout called by the Gannon Golden Knights.
This is not looking good here for Cal. They got to find a way to get some points and get those points very fast. Again, 49.9. It did not help them at all that Amir Paul made both of those free throws. It's literally going to come down to the wire here if Cal can manage to get some points.
Again, both teams are guaranteed spots in the PSAC and the PSAC postseason games. It's all about seeding at this point. The Gannon Golden Knights are locked in at the 6th spot, but for Cal U, they can range anywhere from 2 to 4, depending on the outcome of this game and others around the conference. It will be Vulcan basketball. Zion Collins to the inbounds here. 49.9 seconds, 83-78. Golden Knights lead. Zion Collins on the inbounds to Pegram. Pegram's wasting no time, bounding up across the logo. Takes the 3. Can he nail it? And he does. Huge shot there by Brett Pegram. And inbounds there. LeGrand's taking it up to the other side. Paul now has it, charging the other way. He's going to take a breath there. 30 seconds left on this clock, and the bench, the Cal U bench, is trying all that they can to get these Vulcans into it. Paul up top, Zion Collins on the defensive end. Again, killing as much clock as he can. 8 seconds left on that shot clock. Paul still has it in hands, making his move, going inside, steps back, still has it, steps back once again. Contested 2-pointer, doesn't make it. Shot clock winding down. Fight for it. Waiting for the call there as both players hit the ground hard.
It's going to be interesting to see what they rule here. It's looking like they're going to give the foul to Cal U's Keith Palick. That's going to be his 2nd. That's a bad time to take a foul under 10 seconds to play. And at the line, Amir Paul.
This could be the game. We have 9.5 seconds left. Amir Paul, who's been deadly from the foul line this afternoon, extend that lead 83-81. 2 shots right here. First one's up, and he nails that one. So, scenarios. Cal gets the rebound, half court, heaves it. Gets the 3-pointer, pending the missed shot right here. Let's see what we got. Paul now with his 2nd shot. Cal is trying all that they can to take him off this, and he nails that one. 9.5 seconds left. Cal has it. Pegram wasting no time, quick as lightning. Fakes the 3, drops it off to Palick. Kenny nails that one. No good there. Austin comes down with the rebound. 1 second left. 0.9 on the clock yet. Austin's basket is good. Golden Knights are leading 85-83. Timeout called. I feel like it's getting safe to say that this is Golden Knight basketball right here.
under one, not even a second left, 0.9 seconds left, 85 to 83. It's been a great game for both sides. Gannon has been playing excellent basketball considering the Vulcans were higher ranked than them coming into this game, and we could be witnessing an upset right here as Gannon could potentially walk home with the victory, but nothing is official until that clock hits 0 at it.
Anything could happen, I'll give you that. 0.9 seconds left in this game. Golden Knights are leading 85-83. Have the basketball now following that Philip Alston rebound and putback.
Now the only thing that may work against the Vulcans here, Pegram did make that last shot, and since he made that last shot, it's going to be Gannon basketball on the inbound with 0.9 seconds left. The Vulcans are going to need a big steal here and immediately put it right back up if they're going to want to tie this game.
Again, 0.9 seconds left. Hold your breath here, folks. Playoff implications on the line. In terms of seeding purposes, it will be Gannon basketball. Cal Uni really needs a quick steal here and a quick automatic shot to have any sort of chance in this ball game. Looks like it's going to be LeGrand who's going to inbound it here for the Golden Knights. Keith Palick on the defensive end. This is the game right here, ladies and gentlemen. LeGrand has it. Cal U needs the steal, won't get it.
They're going to foul with 0.1 seconds, and I think that might be the game.
That is, I'm getting the feeling it's safe to say that might be the game. Foul called there, I believe, on Zion Collins. Doing all that he can, desperation at that point, just trying to get that steal. 0.1 seconds left. Golden Knights are leading 85-83, and it will be a Vulcan foul on number 3, Zion Collins.
Back at the line again, Ncaa Paul. It's been great so far. He's made 8 so far. 8 for 11, really good free throw percentage.
I'm not 100% certain what's going on. I saw Coach Stankham pull Brett Pegram over to the sideline, had some words. Now he brought all the team over for a huddle.
They added 0.6 seconds to the clock there.
That is a fascinating observation.
They did. It was 0.1, now it's 0.6. It's not over yet.
And that first shot from Paul is good.
Still a one-possession game for the Vulcans.
Half-court heave, desperation time. Paul with his second shot. Take a 4-point lead. 86-83 right now. 0.6 seconds left with that time change. Paul's shot is good, and that could be the ball game.
And that, I believe, will ice the game.
87-83. Really not much Cal could do. Full court pass to Boswell.
And
triple zeros on the clock.
Just a great game, but unfortunately, the Vulcans are going to fall and be upset by the Gannon Golden Knights.
And the Golden Knights fans are ecstatic with that win. Back and forth game all afternoon. Ultimately, the Golden Knights come up on top, 87-83. Thank you for watching CUTV Sports 1. I'm Addie Man, joined alongside Payne Challenger from Erie, Pennsylvania.